This deal came about, I believe, because the organization Friends of the Everglades, of which I'm a board member of, sued in federal court to reverse changes that the state of Florida had made to the phosphorus pollution standard in the Everglades. Back in 2002, Governor Bush at the time had allowed the sugar industry, and through massive lobbying, to basically rewrite the Everglades Forever Act provisions on phosphorus pollution, which are 10 parts per billion. What the sugar industry wanted to do, though, was to use mixing averages and sort of a number of tricks on how they could avoid the requirement for sugar to clean up its pollution. I think it was by 2006. I think that was the date that the 10 parts per billion standard was supposed to be put in place, and which the sugar industry couldn't meet. It was pretty clear that the environmentalists had a good case in federal court, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the sugar industry. It's going to be very costly for the sugar industry to meet whatever result occurs out of that federal litigation. And I think that that was the key point that that probably has not been talked about in the media quite so much, that this litigation made it a good deal and a good time for U.S. Sugar to come to the table. And of course, with plummeting real estate values and a crashing housing market, the sugar industry's plan to build, new condominium cities and townhouses and on its sugar farms really started to disappear and seem like that was not going to happen in a short time frame. So I think the managers of U.S. Sugar made a very good decision, and that this really was Governor Christ who clearly understands that what the Everglades needs is more spatial extent. So the environmentalist point of view is that this is an important, maybe the most important thing that's happened in this whole schematic, and changes the possibilities for Everglades restoration.
Well, in some ways it is too good to be true, because we've never had a chance to buy that much, to put that big a piece of land into public ownership. And I think we all agree that even with a highly managed system, the more land that we can have access to, the better chances we have for cleansing marshes that will clean up the pollution. Is there anything bad? I mean, in the best of all possible worlds, you wouldn't need to pay $1.75 billion for that property, but we don't live in the best of all possible worlds.